Divine Masculine, you are getting a reading today. I know. I don't know why I feel like you feel like you're being punished or something. That came out like I was about to give a cat a bath or something like that. Like it was ominous. I didn't mean for it to come across ominous. It just came out that way. Anyway, let's see what's going on with this energy. I'm gonna start with the Moonchild deck. We're gonna work our way. I think I'm at the end of like a really, really, really long day where you feel like you're gonna fall asleep at one point. Then you catch your second wind, your third wind, and your fourth wind, and then you just fall on your face like you're supposed to in the first place. So I am, I'm gonna go ahead and do this read pretty kind of quickly. I'm not gonna lie. We're not gonna stay on here for way too long because it's been a long, long day. It's been a long day. Okay, tell me about this energy from Divine Masculine. Fascinating. There's some duality going on with you. Look, this came out in the upright as the first card in your spread. This was the top of the read in the reverse for Miss Feminine over there. And yeah, look, there's some pretty energy out here. Like, okay. You're not going to move forward feeling left out in the cold anymore. You're done with that. You have wrapped something up. I feel like you are literally, so this is giving me the energy of something that was like nagging you and nagging you and nagging you. And it was so annoying. Oh my God. Like ridiculously annoying ridiculously annoying to the point where it was like, am I actually losing my marbles? Is this marble floor moving? Or am I just that deliriously tired? It's like you started to actually question your reality for like one blink of an eye. And in that blink of an eye, I feel like it was like, bam! Like, hopefully you didn't actually get hit, but I'm just trying to say it's almost like something, you know how and the gods must be crazy. They are in an airplane over Africa and there's like a bushman running around down there and they throw this Coke bottle out the window, right? And it hits the bushman. So that's what the movie's about. The gods being crazy. Like what if the gods are so crazy they're throwing Coke bottles at us, right? That's kind of the level of like questioning reality that I feel like has been going on. Yeah, here's the Nine of Wands in the upright. That's what I mean by like something was seriously questionable there for a minute. It was, for a lack of better terms, touch and go. Okay. Yep, here's the Eight of Cups. You're walking away from Nine of Wands. Like whatever burden that was, you're just like, yeah, I'm good. You can have all them sticks back. You don't need two sticks to rub together when you got a piece of like flint and like two sticks to rub together to start a fire or some kindling or something. I don't know. Just saying, like there you are not being left without the mental fortitude or the know-how of how to do something. You're evolving into something that is your greatest version of self. Six of Pentacles in reverse, meaning this is not a friendly thing. This is a serious thing. This is a very serious thing. Whatever you're starting, whatever you, okay, I just realized there's a card behind that. Ooh, both of these came out in the Divine Feminine reading. Maybe I just didn't shuffle this well enough. Let me shuffle again and get, no, universe is telling me to chill out. This was in this hand on the Divine Feminine's reading. So this is literally your counterpart reading for that. You might want to go watch Divine Feminine if you are feeling the need to do so. There's a grounding of sorts, like this happy energy is overriding your need to kind of like be like, wow, I feel really burdened or stressed or whatever. And you're not making friends with that. It's like, I'm not gonna cuddle up with the things that make me feel crazy or like like I'm just hearing myself say like a lot, like I'm a teenager. It's not about that, but it's about like, I'm not going to cuddle up with bullies, you know? There's something about like very Regina George kind of energy. Not Regina George herself. Calm down. I'm saying that like if you were dating a girl or a woman like Regina George, this would be the energy that you're breaking away from. It's like giving yourself permission to be kind of, if I'm thinking of the divine feminine reading also, kind of vulnerable. Like you're there physically, but you're not there mentally. Like you're just like, yeah, I'm not coming together with that craziness. So this is the top of the read, is the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Meaning you're not, this is like, you could be in a completely full room of people and be like, I don't have any desire to talk to not a narrow one of them. Okay? Not to narrow one of them. And it's not personal outside of that, it's personally affecting you. Like you don't want to talk. So imagine trying to force someone to talk to you that doesn't want to talk. It doesn't have much to do with how much other people are putting into you or how much you want from other people. For example, it has everything to do, I gotta shuffle these a couple times. It has everything to do with you centering yourself. So knowing, okay, well, I get easily drained by negative energy. If someone's trying to throw negative energy, just look at them like, I've had to do that. People want to talk smack about somebody that I have to like be around or work with or one of my friends or whatever. And if you say something to them like, you know, like back at them about, well, yeah, you're right, you kind of, or they do that. Like if you agree, you're empowering that energy to continue existing. If you just kind of be like, yeah, I have nothing for you there. Look, there's the power being taken away. It's disempowerment. People do not have the power over you that they might have had before to influence your mind, to influence your level of happiness, to influence your trajectory in life, I guess you could say. There's something about this power being like shut off. It's like getting your electrical appliances taken, like looked at, you know? They have to shut the power off to do that. They can't do it while the power is on. There's your abundance in reverse. So you're abundant, like this is the Ten of Wands with the power off. Yeah, you've powered off to things that are not powering yourself. Yourself. If it's not abundant, you don't want it. And I don't want you don't want it. Okay? No. That's the long and the short answers. Both of them. Yep, number 23 is release. This is coming out with the Eight of Cups. So you're walking away unfulfilled from things that are not bringing you any type of pleasure. And I think sometimes people think they're doing someone a favor and they're not. It's kind of like with, what kind of example can I give? So I might be struggling in one subject, right, over another. Let's just use, I don't know, math and English. Okay. So maybe I'm really, really, really good at math, but when it comes to English, my grammar's not really great. My spelling is sometimes off. My language skills, maybe I'm ESL or something like that, right? The point is, like, if you're not learning from the teacher that you're learning the new language from, or grammar, or math, or I mean, like, whatever it is that you're not as strong in, or maybe you're very strong in that specific suit, we can like soak a toe, my own toe off, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I can't make an onomatopoeia pop. Yeah, there's number 31, relaxation in the reverse, coming out with the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. So it's like you're not going to relax there. You're not going to take, look, there's awareness, number 4. This is the home card in most like Rider-Waite tarot decks. It's the Four of Wands. But this is the energy of like, I'm not going to make friends with things that are not relaxing to me. If this is not at all in my favor, if I'm uncomfortable, if I feel like I need to take a little break, I'm going to do that. It's honoring yourself and the things that you are aware of and being able and willing to make space for them to exist powerfully, unapologetically, unbotheredly. You know what I'm saying? Like that, it's all the above. It's not being willing to settle. Got to be aware of that home is where the heart is, or that home, like home sweet home is right here. I've made that mistake before of thinking that this union, this coming together, was about something outside of myself, and that's just not the truth. So if I put awareness in the reverse, and we've got the Three of Pentacles, which is the bottom of the deck for the other one, that's what I mean. This has to be like that. You've got to be like, you know how Neo just like manipulates the energy and like, oh, dodges all the bullets at one time? That's what you're doing. That power of like just getting sprayed down, okay? That wasn't as powerful as it could have been because you were already on like the slow-mo, okay? Like you were already in motion. So it didn't I don't think it hit the intended target, and maybe that's like a bad thing. Or maybe it's a good thing. I don't know. We've got the peacock and the otter right here at the bottom of the deck. There's something kind of playful, but also kind of serious. And that is what power is, it's responsibility, but it's also there for a reason, for specific reasons that not everybody's going to understand. That's just the truth. Yep, it's going to burn to the ground. You can take some power lines and burn like you can crisp something, okay? But that's not what this is. That ain't this. This ain't that, okay? I'm just saying, like, someone who has a cigarette but not a lighter, or a lighter but not a cigarette. It's a camel. It's also cameo for some reason. There's something about like that's also a group, but I'm talking about camouflage, like camo. It's something about that being like a level of protection. You know, they say your rejection is your protection. That's the same principle as this power line needing to be shut off for a little while so that the rest of the people who'd like to turn their lights on for the first time and experience what what a string of lights looks like in the dark. It's like Merry Christmas. Yeah, it's that energy. It's just a different experience. It's the season of light. It is the Christmas kind of twinkling of houses and businesses being decorated with lights, the solstice kind of energy, equinox. It's being able to bear your own light or being able to cut the power on and off with your own self so that you can regulate how much weight you're going to bear. If you don't set boundaries, people are just going to take it. So this is you being like, okay, well, I've bared enough. I'm not feeling abundant right now, which means I'm either going to just sit in this Nine of Wands without a light, or I'm going to get my ass up and find one. See that? It's a light switch. I'm just very much seeing that. And maybe that's like, projection. There's the otter in reverse coming out with the release and the Eight of Cups. So it's like, without the playful energy, you can't cut the lights back on. Without any positivity, you're not going to have success enlightening other people, yourself, illuminating much of anything. It doesn't matter how much you scream or fuss or kick or yell at the top of your lungs. It doesn't matter. The power is off, as in nobody's answering the phone. Okay? Nobody's there. Nobody's answering the phone because they don't want to, right? And they don't want to because they know about this relaxation thing. The Six of Cups is like maybe even a group of people who are trying to relax. And that could be like relaxing in many different ways. You could talk about taking time off. It's almost, like holiday weekends. You could be taking time off from the way that you used to think. You could be taking time off from the people that you used to hang around. Yeah, maybe this is really like kind of mirroring energy here from top to bottom. This is the top of the read, this is the bottom. Maybe this is the top of the read and this is the bottom. It's mirroring. It's a flight. It's like you spreading your wings and you're like, look, I'm either about to burn this crap to the ground or I'm about to act crazy, okay? Like, I don't think it's literally that, but it is the energy of that. It's the power being turned off between those two states of being. So you can't, like, sometimes you can provoke someone to have a specific reaction or a specific perception, which is what marketing is, of something. Break me off a piece of that. You could probably finish the sentence, right? And that's because you've been conditioned to do so. Okay, same thing here. It's like there's now going to be a disconnect between two parts of self that needed to be disconnected. Look, it's like you can't think like a military person every single moment of every single day, or you're going to make yourself crazy and miserable. Okay, you can't also live your life to the point where you don't care what it is you're going to encounter. So karma comes full circle. And she can be rather fickle if I have observed anything on this third rock. Um, it's accountability for yourself, for your actions, and for your progress. Your progress goes with that. So once you stop focusing on the things that you're not progressing on, or the people, the places, the things that you don't want to need, okay, that's when you start needing yourself and you start needing these things that make up this little third rock from the sun. A great place to be, a good place to be. Very nice third rock from the sun. Okay, I feel like that's the entire message, but I am gonna get just a little sneak peek. I am full of opportunities and new experiences. That's what I mean. This is going to provide a different type of landline, a different type of lifeline, a different type of, I want to say it's almost like if you're fishing and you cast your line out really far, this is you casting it so far and so long that it ends up like catching you. You like the hook. Like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? Like, what if it went all the way around the world and just caught up with you, right? You would not want to be the fish in that scenario. I'm not going to lie about that. But this is the same kind of energy. It's a very much an understanding of why, when, where, who, for what. And it's understanding that about yourself so that you can maybe approach the world that way. I am deserving of respect and appreciation. So yeah, that's what that is. Opportunities and new experiences that you deserve and that you will be respected and appreciated for. Yeah. I am deserving of all the good things life has to offer. That's your reading, Divine Masculine. I know it was kind of cryptic and I was trying to be a little bit vague. Just so you have something to look forward to, of course. Anyway, toodaloo.